For nearly 20 years, neighbors living all around the Exide Technologies battery recycling plant, just 5 miles south of downtown Los Angeles, have been pleading with city, county, state, and federal officials to clean up the lead and arsenic contamination that had permeated the air in and around their homes and schools, and even worse, soaked into their yards. For the most part, no one was listening. Exide is located out here on Indiana Street in the city of Vernon. The plant has been in this underserved neighborhood for more than 90 years, recycling anywhere from 20,000 to 40,000 car batteries a day. And even though the company has been under fire in the last 2 decades, somehow Exide has been sort of able to escape or fend off any kind of lead contamination criticism and still do business out here. It's the responsibility of the state of California to do the cleanup. And in part, that involves the Department of Toxic Substances Control and the South Coast Air Quality Management District. It was the AQMD that really helped get things kick-started. Since March of 2012, the agency has issued more than 50 notices of violation to Exide, mostly for emitting too much lead into the air. Then, in March of 2013, air quality officials reported that 110,000 people were at a higher risk of cancer because of arsenic emissions from the plant. AQMD now has a lawsuit filed against Exide. The agency is seeking $80 million in civil penalties from the company for its numerous air pollution violations. With the help of AQMD's vigilance, the plant was finally closed about 2 years ago. Since then, AQMD found even more lead pollution negligence, ordering Exide, which filed for bankruptcy, to spend millions of dollars on special equipment at the plant to control and monitor the lead pollution. It's unfortunate that over the years, Exide really never said, hey, my bad, it's our fault. In other words, they never really took responsibility for all the lead contamination out here. Instead, they had a pattern of blaming the contamination on other things like lead in the paint of people's homes, or leaded gasoline that you used to put in your car, or even other companies around here that were emitting lead. And according to most of the neighbors out here, Exide is still running from the truth, or at least from reporters' questions, because I repeatedly tried to contact the plant manager out here and the representatives of the company. No one ever returned my repeated phone calls or emails. Hugo Lujan lives in East LA, near Exide. Lujan is a community organizer with the activist group East Yard Communities for Environmental Justice. For years, you guys have been asking for help and really haven't been heard. Why?
It definitely has something to do with the fact that these communities are low-income people of color who are not able to participate fully in the process.
Aida Loera also lives in East LA, next to the Exide plant. Loera is concerned about her 2-year-old daughter, Fatima, because doctors found abnormally high levels of lead in her blood.
I'm worried that in the future she would have some impacts or negative impacts on her brain, on her development of being able to speak. I would want to look more in deeper in the future, and I am very worried for her condition now.
Terry Cano lives in Boyle Heights near Exide. Cano is in bad health and believes it's a direct result of the lead emissions.
I'm absolutely disgusted, and angry doesn't even begin to describe what we feel. I'm dealing with multiple health issues, autoimmune diseases, osteoporosis. There's a long laundry list of medical issues that I've been suffering with for years now.
Couldn't there be the possibility that you have all these health issues and it has nothing to do with the lead contamination from Exide?
I seriously doubt it.
Even worse, Terry is convinced that her mom, who died in 2012, and her dad, who died in 2014, were the victims of lead poisoning from the Exide plant.
They were beautiful, wonderful people, and they didn't have to suffer the way they did. They shouldn't have had to have died before. The quality of life that they had before they died was torture.